Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Greene. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Greene is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Do you want to become insanely successful? Do you want to be the go-to guru in your industry? Do you want to be talked about for all the right reasons? For over 40 years, Kevin Harrington has helped people just like you become significant influencers. Now he's broken the process down in the Key Person of Influence Roadmap, and it's yours for free. Just text KPI to him at 727-888-2100. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free step-by-step guide. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 to get the recognition you deserve and experience the success as the go-to voice everyone listens to in your industry today. Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Greene. With me, as always, is the inventor of the infomercial and the original shark on the hit TV show Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us.
Seth, great to be here. Looking forward to a great show today.
We have some very special guests today, Mike, Stuart, and Krisha from SceneBot.com. They have decades and decades of casting experience, combining commercials to television to feature films. They've cast Emmy-nominated shows, some of which my kids are big fans of, like Victorious, iCarly, Henry Danger, Game Shakers, Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, Sam and Cat. If you have children under the age of 16, all of those names mean something to you. We are super excited to have them here. Mike, Stuart, Krisha, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
What is SceneBot?
So SceneBot started for us about 2 years ago as an app to democratize the audition process and to get seen by anybody that wanted to act. Right now, their options were lots of places that charged a lot of money for them to go up on stage in front of a casting director and agent. And maybe they would get seen, maybe they wouldn't. And we were not happy with what we felt was not on the up and up. So what we wanted to place was a free place where anybody, anywhere could audition once a month for a panel of industry pros. We have over 100 agents, managers, and casting directors. They submit their video, we go through them, we post our top 100, and the agents, managers, and casting directors have an opportunity to discover new talent. And in under 2 years that we've been up, over 400 people have started their career on the app already.
Wow. Now, as far as the monetization for you, do the people that get posted pay a fee, or how does it work?
With SceneBot, the monetization is a small portion of it. It's the other app, which we'll get into, which is the one where it's kind of supports SceneBot, which is more of our labor of love at this point. There is a pro plan on SceneBot, which is all of $20 a year, which allows the people that audition to get feedback on all of their submissions.
Raise your prices.
Just one of those costs hundreds of dollars. So they get every month they get one, which is for less than $1.50 a month, which is pretty great. The goal was to have enough people on it that there would be an advertising component within the scrolls, but it's very niche, and we knew that going in. So we just launched our second app, which is called SceneBot Stage, which is really a social media platform for any talent, singing, dancing, anything.
Modeling.
Acting.
Yeah. And in this one, it works a lot like some other platforms where fans can come on and discover talent and give them awards, which are in-app purchases that cost anywhere from 20 cents to $10. That half of that money goes to the performer and the other half comes back to the company. And we are now doing a digital online show that goes along with the app, that is kind of like taking the talent show TV shows and putting them online to the demographic where the kids are going to be anyway, which is on their apps, on their phones. And now they can participate in this right from their phone. And 4 times a year, we bring in 14 people from the app, all expenses paid, to Los Angeles to perform live on stage in front of a panel of industry pros. So that is kind of the reward for trending on the app.
At our first show that we just did in early August, we had about 10 performers that came out, and so far 8 of the 10 have actually been signed for representation so far, which is really
amazing.
Exciting.
Pretty nice. So I have a big question. I've been following, I've been in the TV business in a different way, buying time from TV stations for 35 years. And so I've seen the changes in TV. TV viewership is dropping. Where are they going? Oh, they're going to Netflix and Amazon and Facebook and all these other places. So are you tuning into these new opportunities for people to get, acting jobs, et cetera, also? Because I know the Amazons and the Netflixes are very aggressive nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things we're looking to do right now moving forward is to partner with one of these places like a Netflix or an Amazon to bring our show to that platform. So when you can binge watch the episodes and look at all the talent that comes in, then you go to the app and you can vote in app for the ones you want to move forward. And that is the next step. That's the evolution of it. And one of the things would be the prize, the winning is, a shot on one of their shows, a record deal for somebody. That is the evolution of where we're going with this, to bring it to a place where it works with a digital platform in conjunction.
So having your own kind of reality show on a network could help, obviously, sort of like, drive the whole business itself. And do you currently program any kind of a show that people are in, or do you just show clips of people?
Well, the show that we're doing is clips of our best weekly talent, and then each show ends with a live performance of somebody that we brought in to do that. As far as putting people in shows, that's what SceneBot has done. The casting directors can watch all those things. Krisha can answer this best, but she's actually cast a couple people from the app in a movie that she did and found some people that way as well. But it works mostly for the agents and managers to discover new talent that they then submit to casting directors to get jobs for. And that's what the bulk of the success has been.
Yeah, we're really at the forefront. We're really at the place where the user really wants to get into the business and they have talent. And so, we put them in front of these industry professionals to kind of sort of kickstart their career. And from there, they can go out on audition jobs and get work.
So how are you getting the industry pros to know about the app and use it? And then I believe you've got a significant user base already. How did you grow that?
Krisha, why don't you take the question about the industry pros?
Industry pros came from through relationships that I had, and then both the usership and the industry pros have grown very organically, actually, as people hear about it and hear about the successes. Every agent and manager and casting director are looking for who's the next latest, greatest, newest person out there. And so it grew very, very organically that way. There were a lot of agents and managers, once they heard about it, were reaching out to SceneBot to say, I want on, how do I get on? Please set me up. And over the last year, the growth of the app has been super organic without much effort at all. Just more people are finding it, discovering it, and signing up.
Yeah, we're about 150,000 combined between the two apps right now.
And do you have any plans for what external monetization? So for example, let's say that someone gets signed and then gets cast. Would there be any way to have us say, we'll give you a percentage of future earnings, or the agent pays you a percentage of their commission?
With SceneBot Stage, that's one of the things that we're looking to implement for the people that we bring in, because those are the people we're making an investment in. It's the same way that the talent shows online do an override of a 5 or 10% of people they discover. It's something that's in discussion for the people that we bring in, yes.
And when you go to these producers, I see that's one great source of revenue and distribution. I'm also familiar with, for example, let's take the talk show circuit in New York. The View, Good Morning America, the Today Show, they're all looking for, guests. Do you ever, is there another area here that could be utilized of providing guests for shows, or is that a whole different industry unto itself?
Yeah, it's a little different. I think it goes back to the previous question that once one of our users gets represented, that agent or manager is going to try and get them on those shows and try and get them as much work as possible. So, we can definitely benefit from that because just from a marketing standpoint, if people that are discovered on our platform are in films or on TV shows or doing talk shows and are getting really noticed, it's going to be great for us to promote the platform.
Very unique interactive talent discovery platform that doesn't exist, and that we're expanding into different markets with it. And we're also in talks to expand to different areas and do the app and show specifically for, say, Latin America or Australia. And those are opportunities that are starting to come to us as well.
And Seth, one of the things to your previous question, which is great for us because we also have another app that's out there that's more fun. It allows you to make these little short movies with your friends. But the great part is the synergy between the three, because it's kind of cross promoting these apps. If you're on stage and you really want to understand the acting process, you can go to SceneBot and start auditioning and learning about that. And conversely, if you're on SceneBot and you're an actor and you also are an amazing singer or a dancer or you have some other talent, you can easily hop onto stage and start putting up that content, which is just, they really kind of cross promote themselves, and which is really, really exciting for us because it just helps, growth and usership.
So you've grown to over 100,000 users in a relatively short period of time, and it's all organic. Any thoughts about putting any paid advertising dollars to add some rocket fuel to the fire?
We do promote some of our Instagram posts and a little bit of Facebook, but very, very minimal at this point. The problem with the advertising, and again, because what we're doing is legitimate and we are really in the forefront of helping people and democratizing this process, actors and people in entertainment have been burned so often by scams that when we put the ads out, people automatically lump us in with that. And that's our biggest hurdle, is educating the public that this is the safe place where they can find that without worrying about, just give us $5,000 and we'll put you on stage. So that's the problem with the advertising.
A lot of this also is children, since that's a huge market, and we have to make sure that we keep it nice and safe for them.
Yeah. Is there any kind of educational process that you can provide where you can teach them how to look better, how to do videos, how to project, how to, all that kind of stuff?
The SceneBot app, there's an entire section of training videos that they can, then we keep updating that. And when we bring the people in for the live performances, we bring in one of the top acting coaches in LA, one of the top vocal coaches, and they work with the kids for 2 or 3 days before we put them on stage, so that when they go on, they're prepared and ready and they give a great experience while they're here. So yeah, education is very important. And that's what a lot of the other places that do charge a lot of money don't even provide, is that educational aspect. And that was huge to us. Is we don't want to hurt anybody's chances, which is why we screen everything on SceneBot. We don't put the video up if we feel that they're not ready, because we don't want to hurt anybody's chances. We're looking for the people that we can help, and then we encourage, we educate, and they submit again the next month. And some people have submitted for a year before they've gotten through and have then gotten signed.
Yeah. And geographically, where are your people, like if you did a map of the United States, you got the East Coast, West Coast, or where are people coming from that come?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Really?
There was one month our top 10 had 5 countries represented.
Yeah. So Ken, I was just about to say the one thing that's always amazed me the most, and I kind of think about it every day as I look at the people coming in, is how this process made it available to everyone in the world. We get auditions that come in from every corner of the globe, and you realize that these people are, they have a dream. They have a dream to act. They have a talent, and so what this platform provides is an opportunity that they, might not otherwise have. And it's just incredible when you see, auditions coming in from Australia and Africa and it's really everywhere.
And self-taping has really revolutionized everything. People can submit from anywhere.
Yeah, it's changed the casting process for sure.
Agents are more open to sign somebody that lives in Canada or lives in Philadelphia, knowing that they can put themselves on tape from where they live.
Yeah, perfect.
So then you've gotten to, again, over 100,000 users in a short period of time. What's your plan? What's your goal? How big do you want to take this in the next few years?
Well, we want to grow real big. I mean, we're definitely on the fast track. We think that with a combination of advertising and these live shows and the organic word of mouth that we're getting, sky's the limit. And, we want to definitely partner, with places like, content providers that are out there to enhance the growth. We're just seeing a really big ramp up right now because there's just a lot of people out there that want to express themselves and put their talents out there. And the idea that they have actually a means to be seen here is a real differentiator, quite frankly, and very exciting. So we're really excited about the growth possibilities.
Is there any blockchain application to what you're doing?
I'm not sure. It's like Stuart was saying, it's pretty niche app in the sense of what we're trying to accomplish. But we're looking into a lot of different synergies that might help promote our the application.
Yep. Let me tell you where I'm going with that. I'm involved with another venture. It's called Pitch Investors Live, and it's sort of like a Shark Tank on the internet where people that have a product, we have thousands of people coming in registering their ideas, their business, their product, and then they get to, and it's a blockchain company, and they get to pitch an investor live. So there's both of them are matched up, and an investor can take and actually do a live interview then, and so. In fact, this afternoon at 4:00, I'm taking a pitch from someone that'll be pitching me live, and there'll be thousands of people that can actually watch that at the same time. So I'm just wondering if there's maybe, whether it be a live aspect, what you're doing, a blockchain tie-in. This whole thing has a blockchain tie-in that we're doing, and it's a bankable business more so because of that. And we've raised money and all that good stuff. So just some food for thought.
Yeah. It's interesting. That's super interesting. I have one concern is that oftentimes if people are auditioning and they're auditioning with material, that material is proprietary. So to whatever show that they're casting that may not want to be out there, to be having people look at.
You're having more general auditions as opposed to specific ones?
Yeah.
Maybe generals. Yeah, sure. You could do that, I guess.
It could be closed network too. I mean, our situation, we want other investors and other people that are pitching to tune in, because we're building momentum, and daily our growth is like you have a very powerful kind of viral growth. And when you start thinking about live aspects, it maybe could be supercharged.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, there might be some really other interesting use cases.
It would certainly be easier for the industry pros to do the live performances where they can log in and watch that way, as opposed to having to actually come to the theater every 3 months.
And so you could advertise that as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking a casting director, ultimately, yes, they see somebody, they see the video. Okay, great. That was well produced, whatever. It's sort of like, I know sometimes, a lot of times models, they're like, hey, look, I want to do a Skype video with you and see what you really look like, because that picture you sent me, it may be retouched, et cetera, et cetera. So, but anyway, some food for thought. And I if you're interested, my guys have all this software and all this infrastructure. Maybe there's a relationship that could be developed.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank
We'd love to.
you.
We'd love to look at that.
Okay, cool.
All right, for those of our folks who are watching or listening and interested in learning more about SceneBot, what is the best place for us to send them?
I would say that if you are solely interested in acting and breaking into acting, look at SceneBot. If you are more interested in a social media site with all talents and you have singing and dancing and you want to participate and watch and view and submit your own videos, then SceneBot Stage is the app for you. And that's the one with the opportunities to be brought to LA. And that's the one that is the bigger growth potential at this point.
Okay, awesome. We will send everybody to SceneBot and SceneBot Stage. Mike, Stuart, Krisha, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so
meeting
much.
You guys over the internet. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
Kevin.
much.
Bye-bye.
This show has been produced by Market Domination LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.